Good morning, everyone. Today's a nice day here. It's a lovely day. And in the morning when I wake up, I have these prayer cards that Father Larry gave us at the church, and they for Pope John Paul II and Pope John Paul the 23rd. So I use those when I'm doing my meditations and my prayers, and when I pray for our priests and our nuns and all of us who are called to ministry. And they're nice prayer cards. I keep them. My one that got damaged for the Pope's visit, unfortunately none of my friends had a spare one to give me, so I guess that one's gone. But today's scripture, I did my John Maxwell this morning, and it was basically on guideposts or landmarks. The signs of victory from Joshua 4, verses 6 to 7, and how good leaders always provide handles, things that other people can grab hold on the way to completing their vision. Because none of us, unless you're like me and my friends, we are first generation immigrants. We don't have anyone to guide us, so we have to go through trial and error. But thankfully we do have the Bible, and we can lean on that for our values. The rest of it we have to figure out on our own. And this scripture was looking at ways of empowering their people for the challenges of tomorrow, and what Joshua did to accomplish his goals. And he had devised a plan of stones of remembrance. He directed that 12 stones be taken from the middle of the dry riverbed, one for each of the 12 tribes who crossed the river, to be piled in a monument on the shore. And those were handles to communicate what God had done. So that's what effective leaders do. That's what our parish priests do. They find ways to communicate the future vision and the past victories, because we need to be constantly reminded of both of them. And when we go out into our workplaces, when we go out into the secular world, it is very hard, because you're not dealing with people who have the same values as you, the same culture as you, or in Canada, believe in that power of prayer or faith. So it is very difficult, but we always try to come before God, because we know that if we don't, we fall. We fall anyway, but we fall worse if we don't. So that's what I try to do. And I keep an eye out on Wits and what they're doing, so that I can just see what they're doing. All the graduation ceremonies were up this year, so I did watch parts of it, and they stream them live now. They never used to stream ours when we were graduating, so it's nice to see. I enjoy watching them and watching the speeches that they give. It's also a way for me to listen and to learn what's happening there. And to see the university, because when you go back after a long, long time, it's interesting to see the changes. So I enjoyed that. And I'm also praying for my past lecturer, Matthew Grosset, who had a heart attack, that he will make a full recovery and he'll be well. He's connected with me on Facebook, but I didn't know that he had had a heart attack. So hopefully somebody in his circle will keep me informed, because once you move away, it's very hard, because you don't have those interactions with people that know the people that know you. So I'm praying for him to get well. And I'm also praying for all my friends and I who have been going through unemployment, short-term contracts, and an uphill battle that we get work, and that the police would stop targeting me in particular. Because, they spent 77 million on my case. Imagine. I don't even know how all of this got started. It's beyond me, but it's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. from the moment I landed in this country and started making trips. They scanned my retina when I took that first trip to go to America, and since then it hasn't stopped. So I'm just praying I get a break. That's why I wanted to go back to England, because over there I had my freedom. Nobody could track me and follow me. You can't even go to the theater without somebody calling it in. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's the reflection for today. And I think for me, it's that concept that pride will come before a fall, because we can't do anything without Jesus. We can't do anything without God's help and God's guiding over our lives. And when we think we can, or we try to, that's when our pride has a fall. And because of other people's pride, my life is suffering now. The sores in my mouth, they flare up and then they go down depending on my level of stress. So when it gets too stressful, then the sores, and they're right inside my throat. So there's nothing much I can do. It burns when I'm eating. They're on my tonsils. All I can do is try to drink lots of water and try to manage my stress levels. And this ongoing unemployment also adds to that. So it's a big part of life, having a job, having a meaningful job, and having an income coming in, not being dependent on other people, even if it's your own family. Nobody likes to live like this. So I'm praying that I'll get that break and I'll get that opportunity and be able to go back to work. And also for my friends who are looking for work. I like being with the children when I'm upstairs, when their aunts and uncles bring them. And they all come to talk to me, all of them. So that's nice. I like that they come. They don't, their parents and their aunts and uncles don't tell them to talk to me, but all the children will come and talk to me, or they'll reach out to me. So I enjoy that. And let's see, today I have lots of training. I have my John Maxwell monthly match-up, and then I've got training with Roddy. So a lot of it is just sitting and listening. It's not interactive. And that's what I miss about the face-to-face, because when you go in and you can meet people, see them, talk to them, that's what I like. But because of all the stupid tracking me and following me, and it's too much and it's too intense, and I don't like it, because not only is it not fair to me, it's not fair to the college. It's not fair to Regis when I go there, when I want to have the freedom to go there whenever I want. And that's what I had before. I don't like this. It's not right. Anyway, I'm praying that it will stop, and I'm praying that pride won't have to have a fall, because from what I see on the news, it doesn't look like things are going to get any better, and especially for not for us Christians who are doing good. The leaders like Mandela are gone, unfortunately, and they put me through 27 years of hell. Is it not enough? Can they not stop now? Anyway, all I can do is sit back and watch and do whatever I can, and the rest is in God's hands. I wasn't even doing this work that I'm doing with Fitz when this started. So I don't know what it is that I've done that's so terrible that the police and the border security have to have my retina scanned and have me tracked and followed and all this. Because it's like being like a prisoner. That's what it is.